Hello, and welcome back. This is episode 23 of Crits&Knits. 23! Holy crap, how did we get this far?
A lot of messing around with holes.
We show up every 2 weeks to
Happy Pride!
Happy Pride!
That's how numbers work.
23 is one of those numbers you know, right, Greg?
It is. And to be fair, it's more than 23 episodes because we had some half episodes.
Yeah.
That's true. We just had episode not 23 2 weeks ago.
And we have 19.5 and 20.5 in the podcast
Oh,
feed.
yeah.
Yep.
We got so many things.
The good ones.
Yeah. Well, who wants to recap what happened last time?
I'll try. I think Nalitha stole from a whole bunch of dead bodies.
Yep.
As you do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that sounds
Assault
about right.
came back from the spooky place. We have no idea where Assault went. And we were cleaning up the town.
Yes.
And, our kobolds showed up and we gave them a job at the bar.
Yep.
Herder got them to make a door.
A very bad door.
They made a door out of tree branches, but hey, it was a door.
It was a door. You didn't say it had to be a good door.
Herder
Well, they
doesn't
think
care.
it's a great door. I mean, it's better than the no door.
That's all I remember, Danny.
That's pretty much all that happened.
Yeah, that really is about all that was. You all had gone to bed and got a good long rest. And theoretically, you were hoping to head out. Does that sound about right?
Breakfast first and then head out, but as early as possible.
All right. So you do have breakfast at the Stout Singer. That's where you've been eating your breakfast since, well, the Golden Frog is still under construction.
I thought it was done. I thought you said it was done, Danny.
It was nearly done. Not quite finished enough for you to eat at yet.
I don't want to keep going to Herder's place. Jesus.
Herder's not exactly welcome over there either, so there's
You
that.
can meet us outside.
I'll wait for you.
Although you did have a nice little chat with Anyatha the other day. You think you might be able to swing a visit or two, if you paid the dues.
Yeah. Well, I could. Herder could afford that with the stuff he's found in Erasmus's hole. So.
My hole is
I'm glad I finished
ever-flowing.
eating before we started.
Yes.
God damn it.
Yep. All right. So you have all gathered at the Stout Singer. Herder, your lady friend, is joining you as well for breakfast, as she has been doing most days, it seems.
Has she been just staying the night?
She doesn't have a house yet.
We've set her up.
She was assigned a place.
Convenient.
She sees it sometimes.
I think, Nelitha, that we could probably get your girlfriend. She might not be able to cook, but we could make her the oven, right? Like, we could, have her under the stove.
You do
and, she could heat everything
that if
up.
you ask her that,
right?
half of the town will burn to the ground. Yes,
I
we
have
noticed.
a talent for not being where danger is. But also,
I was going to say,
being where the danger is. So it's real
Well, it
coin
helps
flip
when
if
you
I
run
get burned or
toward the
not.
screaming.
that's how we met.
Running toward the screaming?
Yeah.
It was my screaming, but yes.
Do you scream a lot?
Well, that sounds like an interesting story, young fellas. We might have to hear that story one day.
Did you just call Owen a young fellow?
Yeah.
All things are relative.
I mean, compared to you, yeah.
Or
Not
halfling.
all of us are counting an elf.
Some of us are just mere mortals.
Yes.
Oltol, what are you talking about?
Look, there isn't going to be a boat waiting for me to take me to the, some
Right,
fanciful
you never
place
know.
when it's time to go. No. Nobody's going to let out a boat for Christmas. See, there's one time.
There's two more slices of bacon. Who wants the last two slices of bacon?
I'll have
The
Erasmus's.
doctor told me.
Here you go, Owen. Enjoy.
Thank you.
So as you are finishing up breakfast, You hear a bit of a kerfuffle coming from that room behind the bar. And then some familiar scurrying of feet. Hey, boss!
Oh, good.
Hi!
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's great. We had a great sleep.
Good.
That little room thing? So weird, but we like it.
Well, you can stay there as long as you need to.
Okay, great. You want us to do stuff for you? You're going away, right?
Yes. I'm
Can I be the bartender?
These folks.
That is Corey, by the way, not Mayosu, just Corey.
Right.
Corey is really good at a lot of things.
Man.
I'm so good. And I can stand on Sue's shoulders. And then I'll be tall enough to see over the bar.
Right.
And we only fall over sometimes.
I think that's a great idea.
Is Sue all right with being a mobile ladder?
Oh, Sue? Sue just says, yeah?
Well, look, I'm not going to be here. Hespera is going to be in charge, so you can take it up with her.
Okay. Hey, boss lady.
Hespera,
And
just
she
say
just
no.
sorta...
Say no.
I don't know if we're going to have the bar open or not, but I will let you know. Why don't you focus on sweeping up that place, that big room? There's a lot of rubble and a lot of stones. I need a nice pile of stones. Okay, I can stack stones. Yeah. Okay, come on, guys.
Also, the books that are in the old lair, we need to get all of those transferred as well.
Oh, that's a great job for them.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get the books. Oh, but not Sue. Sue can do the stones. You don't want mayo in your books, right?
Oh, no.
Only on Monday.
Why are you still covered in mayo?
Yeah.
I like it.
It becomes a personal
It's like a
choice after
moisturizer.
a while, just...
It feels smooth.
God, I'm having flashbacks of having mayo in my hair.
Wait, was that DB talking or no?
Yes. No, that was DB talking.
Oh, boy.
Like, Nelson, tell us about this. I didn't know they had mayo in Elfland. I think it was made out of leaves.
Oh.
So Hespera, can you just make sure?
Oh yes, I'll
Yeah,
take care of them.
You know, right?
I've got them.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I had children. This is just like having children, but a little scalier.
Wait, that's what's having children's
It
like?
certainly can be, yes.
Did you? Are you sure you dodged that?
Absolutely, I'm
did he
sure
dodge that?
right now that I dodged that.
No comment.
Oh.
What
There was
Erasmus
the
does
egg.
in his free time is Erasmus's business.
Fair enough. Well, not asking, none of my business. If we've nothing else, daylight's a wasting.
To Glimmerhold.
Hooray.
Right.
It's just like every other adventure I've been on where we're not enthusiastic about the result.
Retired for a reason.
What was that reason?
A reason.
Look, just let us know if your
Mint
middle name
jelly?
is mint
What?
jelly or
Mint
something.
Jelly.
All right. Yeah. Because she's on the lamb.
God damn it.
Are you sure you're not a bard?
I don't know if he is or not, but I certainly just took psychic damage from that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm not a bard. Didn't go to bard
Not
college. I
necessarily.
mean, that's what you do. You go to bard college.
Do you play
bard
any
it up.
instruments? I could teach you.
Oh,
That's a bard.
No, I halfway there in the mouth.
Bards and wizards, they just run their mouths.
It's never too late to
Yeah,
further your
I'm going back to
education.
college.
Are we going?
Right.
So on the road again.
Mm-hmm.
You are able to gather up your belongings, all your travel needs, and start on the road to Glimmerhold. You are planning
Herder
to...
lingers a little bit with nice hug and such with Hespera.
Yes, nice hug.
What is this and such?
It's an exercise left to the reader.
Don't be away long.
Yep, whatever Herder decides to do in the middle of the
Daddy.
street in front of all of us, that's all him.
I'll come back as soon as I can.
And she gives you a little pinch on the butt as you leave.
Right back at you.
So it doesn't take you too long to head out of town. You do have to pass the cemetery, where it looks like they have pretty much finished reinterring all of the formerly undead that you had dispatched.
No, do you have to return any of that jewelry before we
I don't
leave?
know what you're talking about. You didn't see her do it, so fuck off.
We don't have to have seen it to assume it happened.
We just know.
I am offended. I would never.
Good.
would
I
never.
mean, that means you probably did it.
If you,
I'm just saying,
if
a
you
person
didn't do it,
who's
we'd be
good at hiding
disappointed.
you are, there's a reason
It's
for
still
that.
just staying
Well-
firmly out of this conversation.
Well, I'm glad to disappoint.
Look, I'm not your
I-
dad. You
Disappoint
can't
me, though.
disappoint me.
So glad you're not my dad. Well, Owen.
Yeah, you can't
I
disappoint.
guess you're
Owen.
just gonna have to be disappointed. I don't know. What are you talking about? What is happening?
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Okay.
Don't worry, I've heard that from
Checks
Owen
out.
so many times. After a while, it's just kind of like
Jesus.
hearing the breeze.
water off a duck's back.
Anyway.
So, Owen, this is a familiar route to you. It was not that long ago at all, that you were on your way to Glimmerwood to take advantage of the Porter Network, although you didn't know it at the time. This time you're heading back again, the same route. It's going to be about a day and a half, 2 days, I think is what we said, to get to Glimmerwood.
Glimmerhold.
I was
Glimmerhold.
very confused for a moment there.
Yeah.
Although I guess Glimmerhold could be in Glimmerwood.
It could, although, no, the forest is further north. I'm looking at my map. But Glimmerhold is going to be probably, with the group of you, might be closer to 2.5, 3 days, depending on how things go. You are on foot, not on horseback, so that, of course, is going to make things a little bit slower. Unless you have horses,
Herder does not.
but we haven't discussed.
Did you?
Nope, I don't do horses.
Did you, Nick?
No.
So we talk about the
No,
five
I
horses you
just think
stole?
that like Nelitha might have a horse and cart in town.
But would Nilitha have brought those to share with her friends?
I was going to say, friends is a strong word.
She might be because she wouldn't want to walk.
She is old.
Yeah.
One day, I hope they make some kind of
That's
horseless
ridiculous.
cart.
Like a wheelbarrow.
That'd be nice. Yeah, but like, there's nobody barreling the wheel though. It just
That's
goes. Like
crazy
a
talk.
magic carpet, but on
It
the
sounds like
ground.
something a wizard would invent, which means I trust none of it.
Oh, you damn right. Fuck, can't trust that. Back to these
horse and
feet.
cart.
No. Have you? You
Well,
don't
we're
know.
taking the horse
Horses,
and cart
They
that
can't
I
be
own.
trusted. Well, sure. I will. We'll have to just whatever. Fine.
No sense there.
It's
Why
a horse.
is it that you like hate everything?
It's not him, it's the horses that do the hating.
I don't hate everything.
The horses do not do the hating.
Hmm. Look, sometimes as an adventurer, you might almost die to like a demon or any kind of what's not. You never just say, "Oh, what happened? I got my
Never
chest
had that
collapsed by a
happen.
horse because it was ornery one day."
How many times have you had that happen?
Damn horses.
What do you do to these
More than I
horses
got
to make them
fingers and
hate
toes.
you so much?
I don't know.
Why?
I think it's because they're jealous of me. That's what I choose to believe. Because
Oh, and is
there's
there
no
any
real
sense or
good
reason
sense
to it, or
reason
is
for
he
it.
just extremely unlucky in that?
He's actually extremely lucky. The horses may be jealous.
What?
I'm not sure.
Of what?
Jealous horses?
Don't ask. No, don't ask. I know.
I am asking.
I know where this will go.
Have you heard the phrase hung like a horse?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yes, I generally don't truck in the males of the species, but yes, I've heard the phrase.
And I take it you've never seen Raz in the nude.
I go out of my
Not
way
yet.
to not see other people in the nude if I'm not in a relationship with them, but
These two things are related. I will
Noted.
leave the rest to you.
I doubt that. I doubt that.
Horse
Erasmus,
he's right there. Horse
drop it. Let's see.
nope.
No!
No.
I
it's
certainly
okay to just
would.
keep
Is this a
walking.
challenge? All right, I'm just-
Oh.
Just like hop out of the cart and walk.
Are all the spoons on his armor jingling at this point?
and I use prestidigitation to make a puff of smoke, and I hop out of my armor.
I love it when we make Danny cry. She's laughing so hard.
It is the best.
And then I just, I start walking, carrying the armor behind me like it's the Emperor's new clothes. Jingle, jangle, jingle.
Not again.
Jingle, jangle, jingle.
You did this, Owen! What do you mean
I
not
did not.
again?
I did not.
You did!
It was Isolde who kept pursuing the line of questioning.
No.
Well, Erasmus, I can see why the horse would be jealous.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate somebody finally confirming that the horses are jealous.
I'm about to
I know
kick
I ain't
you
going
for
around
nothing.
getting kicked for nothing.
Be careful where you kick him.
No, I will not.
That means
Like a
you're actually a
centaur.
horse person. I get it.
I'm not a centaur.
I knew you were in league with the horses, or you're part horse. I thought you
bird
were some kind of
horse.
bird, but
I'm
you're
not.
a horse the
I'm
whole
not
time.
a
I get it.
bird horse. No,
Oh, you're a Pegasus.
I'm just an elf.
Raz, put your stuff back on.
All right, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this armor back on. All right, fine.
You have officially killed Danny.
This is good. Yeah,
If you're talking, dear, we can't hear you.
there weren't a lot of words coming out. It's fine.
That's very fair.
What? Be disappointed in us.
Once Erasmus is dressed in assault and has gotten the word, she'll come back to the cart and
Oh,
climb
yeah.
back in because she was very much. She is not interested in men. Like, nope, just nah.
Lord. Anyway.
So that's a little bit of lore to add to the books, I guess.
Erasmus is
guys.
hung like a horse. Assault
No.
does not truck with men.
A horse is hung like Erasmus.
There we go.
Ah, I like it.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Oh, what have I done?
We all are asking the same fucking question.
Who said they
I
weren't
know.
going to drop any throwaway
I'm not.
lines?
What have you done?
About knitting.
I will
What
yes
have you
and
done?
anything.
What have you done? I know.
Yeah, I will yes and anything. So you should be wary.
Well, let's have. Who do I want to roll? Owen for starting that. Can roll me a d20.
God, what's happening?
16.
Punishment is what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah. I deserve this.
We all do.
No. We don't all deserve this.
The first half of the first day is, aside from the horse incident, fairly relaxed. It is just traveling. You are on the Pennycross side of the river. You know that coming up at some point, probably today, you will hit the bridge. It's one of several bridges, but It's the first one, and it is probably the most well-constructed of the 3 bridges between Pennycross and Glimmerhold. And that would be a good time to cross. But it's taking, a little bit longer than anticipated. Well, honestly, if you think about it, probably about what you anticipated, given the group you're traveling with. So, you haven't run into the bridge yet. It's actually getting closer to dinner time when you come across the bridge. Everyone roll me a perception.
Ooh, natural 20 for a 27.
Nice.
Ooh.
14.
14.
What am I doing?
Classic Erasmus.
Perception.
Perception.
11.
You are perceiving.
Perceiving.
30.
Fuck off.
Okay.
19 plus 11.
Nelitha and Owen, you do see something near the bridge. A dark sort of shape as you approach. It's hard to tell because it's getting later in the day and the shadows are a little bit longer than you'd had hoped they would be, but there's definitely something there.
To a step.
All right.
Is it moving?
A little bit of movement. Yeah, with that 30, you can see a little bit of movement. Not a ton, but a little bit.
I'm gonna hold up my finger and, start sneaking towards it.
I'm going to draw my sword just in case.
Okay, Nelitha, roll me a stealth, please.
Okie dokie. 28.
Okay, you sneak up closer. And you can make out 2 bodies. Two creatures. And as you get a little bit closer, it's a pair of trolls.
Are they undead?
Do they have that patch on
Gnarlier.
them?
Do they have the patchy patch? That nicotine patch?
Roll me an investigation with disadvantage because of the conditions.
Conditions? Well, that sucks.
I mean,
'cause one of those was a nat 20. Investigation. 24. It was a 17 plus 7. I'm sorry.
You think that you see a light patch on one of them, but you can't tell if it is one of those skin graft things or if it's just his natural body coloring.
Cool. Are they doing anything? Are they just chilling like a villain?
As you get a little bit closer, are you getting closer?
Yeah.
Okay. Using that same sneaky, you get a little bit closer. You can see that one it looks like he is trying to wrap a bandage around the other.
Oh no.
And as you look a little bit closer, there's a lot of blood on the ground.
Oh no. I don't speak troll.
Do you speak giant?
Oh, I speak common, elvish, sylvan, and undercommon.
Okay.
Oh, is there a different way to go around them? I don't want to bother.
Yes, there are other
Okay.
bridges. So you could continue down the road and do a different bridge if you'd like.
I'm gonna go sneak back towards the Frans.
Only to herself.
Oh, you hear that? She called his friend.
DB called you Freds, not Nelitha. She has an accent.
Alright.
Oh, okay. So, I think that we should avoid those 2. They're both trolls. One of them is taking care of the other one who is wounded. I do not want to get into a fight. I think they're just trying to live their life.
I never thought I'd say this about trolls, but do we want to offer assistance?
Do you speak giant?
No.
Does anybody speak giant? Or trollian?
I mean, some trolls speak common.
I worry that if we go up there just speaking common, that maybe they won't understand us and we just die. Or or we kill them.
I was going to say, it's much more likely the other way around.
Right. And I think we've done enough killing for a little bit. And there are other bridges.
But this is the good one.
Okay, but trolls.
Well, if we can't communicate verbally, there are nonverbal ways to communicate, such as approaching unarmed with no armor.
Well,
You don't have to. I can heal.
I pull out my hat of disguise and then look like a person that's not wearing any armor. At least I could go with you. I don't look armed, but I am.
I mean, I will leave this to the discretion of the group. I'm in agreement with Nelitha that if there doesn't have to be killing, that would be good. And also with Owen, that this is the better of the bridges. And the other bridges are well out of our way. And if we can offer help, then maybe we should.
Well, it's funny because what got a troll so bad that
but didn't
bleeding
kill
needs
it.
help in the first place?
Because they got away?
Because we already know trolls can kind of knit themselves up. So what got it that bad? It's
and its friend
on
is
the
trying to
ground
wrap
right
its
now.
wound.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned. I'm concerned about what makes a troll bleed and continue to bleed.
I mean, we
That's
could
my
go
problem.
try to talk to them. Like you said, some trolls know common, but I don't want to kill them if we don't have to.
Isolde will start deplating out of her armor.
Do you need some help?
Some help would make this go a lot faster. Thank you. The straps in the back are hard to reach.
I will help Isolde get her armor off.
Okay.
I can't tell if we've done something very good or if she's just smirking over there to herself because we're walking into her trap.
You're about to be fucked, Isolde. De-armored and everything.
Look, I have a lot of hit points, so if I need to take a hit, I can.
Get you away. It's fine.
Owen sits in the driver's seat, ready to go if the signal comes.
I'll shoot up a firebolt if we need help.
Herder gets his boomerang out.
All right.
So, Isolde, you're approaching.
With Nelitha.
With Nelitha. Yes, the two of us are approaching.
Nelitha.
Yeah.
Looking unarmored.
Yes.
Definitely Nelitha looks unarmored.
I am genuinely unarmored, and I left my sword behind. I do have a dagger on me if I need it.
I could have your sword in my bag.
That's a good point. I also have a bag of holding, I think.
Yeah. So that you're not completely unarmed.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I'll stick my sword in my bag of holding so that if I need it, I can have access to it very quickly.
Okay. All right. As you approach, I assume you're not being stealthy at this point?
No, I think slowly approaching to make sure that we don't startle them, but not stealthy and then surprise out of the darkness.
Gotcha.
You do.
Like Nelitha normally does.
Death from above!
So,
Death from the darkness.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker.
they both turn to look towards you, clearly having noticed your approach. The injured one sort of is cradling an arm and glowering, and his arm is bandaged, and the other one stands up, arms up and ready, with claws exposed, and just sort of growls.
Fight you. We're wondering if you would need some help.
He just sort of stares. And then you hear sort of a guttural, growly, help.
Yes.
I'm a healer. I can offer assistance.
Heal. And he slowly lowers his arms, looks back at his friend, looks back at you. Help.
May I approach to help?
And he sort of stands slightly to the side, still in front of his friend in a very protective pose.
And I'll glance over at Nelitha. Well, if this goes wrong, and approach carefully, not making any sudden moves and keeping my hands open and within vision of the protective friend.
I would like you to roll me a persuasion, please.
With advantage?
Yeah, I will let you have advantage because Nelitha is standing back and not being threatening.
Thank you.
I'm not intimidating, guys. Look at that.
That hat of disguise works.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. So the one that is injured looks slightly smaller, is making that sort of low back the throat growly noise that a scared dog will make when it's cornered. But it's not shying away from you. It's just sitting there very, very still, holding its arm and not moving, but watching you very closely.
And as I'm approaching, I'm talking quietly. Like, I don't expect them necessarily to understand me, but I am doing my name is Assault. I agree. I serve the goddess LaRue. I'm here to help if I can. And just talking very quietly and soothingly.
The injured one looks up at the other one and says something. They have a little bit of conversation back and forth. And then they both sort of look at you and give a little nod.
And I'll approach and say, I would like to take a look at the wound so that I can help it close with minimal scarring. May I look?
And they have a bit of conversation again back and forth. They clearly are not understanding a lot of what you're saying. Are you doing anything with your body language?
Gesture at the bandage to ask to have it like pulled away so I can see. Not like reaching out to them, but gesturing on myself.
The uninjured one is going to go over to his friend and help lift up the arm, and you hear the whimper as the arm moves, and unwrap the bandage. And you see a very jagged and very dark cut. The blood is blackened inside.
With my various experiences, does this feel like a poison? Does this feel like a curse?
It feels more along the lines of a curse than a poison.
Oh boy. Well, lucky I still have a remove curse prepared from Erasmus's run-in with the fucking plate.
Okay.
It would come in handy twice.
I never use a spell for anything, and then it's twice in one campaign. And I'll look at it and say, all right, I think that I can help make this better. It might sting a little bit, and I'm sorry for that.
All right. They're just waiting.
All right.
Because they didn't understand a word of that.
I will reach out very slowly with both hands to cup one on either side of the wound, and then cast Remove Curse first.
Okay. Do you have to do anything for that?
Remove Curse. At your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end. It's a 3rd level spell, so, it's...
The troll that you touch makes a yelping sort of whimper as you make contact. This is clearly very painful. But as you cast that, the dark, crusty, terrible-looking blackness in that wound, it almost crumbles away and disappears. As you're watching, the flesh seems to begin to mold itself together and knit up and close.
Interesting. Does it look fully healed?
It looks like in a few minutes it will be.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on that, still like holding it together with my hands because, trolls might like scars, but if we can minimize the scarring, that'd be good.
Are you going to do any healing to it or just watch it and let it?
I'll watch for a minute just to see how it's going. And if I feel like it needs an extra boost, then I'll add some lay on hands.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a medicine check, please.
Sure thing. Oh, that's a nat 20 for a 23.
Okay.
Hot damn.
All right. This is closing up on its own. And before your eyes, it is knitting shut. And it looks, after a few moments, like nothing was ever wrong. And the troll sort of leans back, pulling its arm away, and, is tentatively moving and stretching and looking excited and saying things very, very excitedly, very animated to the other one. And the two of them are talking back and forth. And then they look at you. And they grin with a lot of teeth.
Don't love that, but I'll kind of raise my eyebrows. How you feeling?
the grin is wide, and they talk very quietly amongst themselves for a moment. And then the one that was not injured sort of straightens up and gestures to the road and to the bridge and does a this motion, and then takes the other one by the hand, and they go under the bridge.
Oh. They're the trolls that guard the bridge.
You think they were a couple?
I do think that.
Yeah, I think I ship them.
If they aren't a couple, I ship it.
Yeah. I will wave to the others.
Yeah,
Okay.
but now Assault is very concerned, honestly. Because, like...
What was that?
I didn't heal. That was a curse.
You didn't heal it.
I didn't heal it. I removed a curse.
Fuck.
I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah, love that. Which makes me think either it was a wound done with a cursed weapon or a curse placed on them.
Is there anything, like, in the area that they were sitting that I could see anything? Any marks of any, like, a different footprints than the trolls, or any evidence?
Are you going to take time to investigate, or just take advantage of the fact that they're waving you across without attacking them right now?
I have to wait for them to
Yeah, the
come
wagon's
to
a little
us,
behind us.
so I
Okay.
want to look while they're coming to us.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation.
Oh, fuck me. 17?
So there is a lot of blood, like a lot. And you know from your previous experience that trolls will regenerate. And so they could have had quite a protracted battle and bled a lot and healed a lot and bled a lot and healed a lot. And it looks like that. The blood is all the same, not very human-like color that the trolls have. And then where the injured one was sitting, there is darker blood, like blacker blood that looked like what was on its arm. There are footprints, but they all seem to be sort of obscured by the troll's footprints.
Can I take a sample of the blackened blood kind of thing then?
Sure.
Great. And then I will get in the cart as soon as it gets closer and we'll go across the bridge.
Okay. You are able to cross the bridge, and once you are across, the two trolls come out again and stand beside the bridge and watch you go. You see them sort of tentatively put a hand up. And,
Aww.
I should have
All
made
right.
them breakfast meats.
I think we should just thank our lucky stars we didn't have a fight.
But they did. Something that was able to stop a troll's regenerative powers.
What the wound look like?
Bad.
Jagged black blood, and I did no healing. I removed a curse.
So the thing is
yes, you can.
the thing is I wonder if it was the same person who raised the dead in our town.
I mean, necrotic energy would certainly be powerful enough to stop regenerative energy.
Right.
23.
23. Okay. It is not a magic that you are familiar with, but much like Isolde said, necrotic magic could very much be used as a counter to the regenerative magic of the trolls. This is not the first time you've seen trolls being the subject of experimentation because of their regeneration.
Herder is going to pull out from his pocket the Rickle Axker's Pocket Guide to Adventuring 3rd Edition and start thumbing through,
Right.
which he found in Erasmus's hole, start thumbing through to see if there's anything in the pocket guide about what everyone's talking about here, because Herder
Adventures
doesn't
for
know.
Dummies.
Could just be necromancy. It was a curse, you said.
It was something that responded to removing curses, at least.
You know, I mean, I'm not sure, but, you know, I'm going to put my money right now on a mummy.
Not a necromancer, a fucking mummy.
No, hear me out now. Mummies are a type of
Sure.
undead. And they've got a terrible hand thing that makes your body rot, right?
Okay.
It's a curse.
So, why wouldn't it have just been, I don't know, the motherfucker that's been doing all this bullshit?
Because necromancers have minions.
Oh my god.
That's how they operate.
Erasmus.
What? Are you telling me that we have not been fucking around with a necromancer that's had a dozen minions, a dragon, trolls, all kinds of nonsense? He just can't have he can't have a mummy in bad shoes.
A mummy and bat. Are you fucking kidding me?
I wouldn't call the dragon its minion anyway.
No, I would not either.
He was
controlled.
He was part and parcel of. That's a minion.
Sure.
That's a minion. That's coercion, threatening, magic control. That's a minion.
Okay, let's say it was a mummy that cursed the fucking troll. That doesn't explain the army of the undead. I don't think mummies just resurrect armies of undead.
I'm not saying the necromancer's a mummy. I'm saying the necromancer
but I'm thinking that the necromancer did all of this.
I'm saying the necromancer did all this by way of some minion. That's why.
Hey, everyone, I found some information in my book. It talks about the average height of the trolls, and trolls can regenerate.
Yep, those are both very important pieces of information.
Very proud of you, Herder.
All right, yeah.
It's a good book.
Oh,
As Isolde's working on putting her armor back on in the back of the cart.
I'll help you. Help you strap
And
it.
Erasmus, with that roll, you also think that you might have a little bit more luck figuring things out if you run across this again. If you try healing before removing the curse to see if that curse, whatever it is that was negating the regeneration, also had an effect on healing, not just straight regeneration.
Can't heal through mummy rot. That'd be bad.
I'm just going to make sure to stand between Erasmus and Nelitha, as Nelitha's helping me with the armor so that she has to stab through me in order to stab Erasmus. If
your armor is just done a little too tight.
Well, wouldn't be the first time. Just because I don't deal with the male of the species.
No, I understand.
Mm-hmm. So you travel a little bit further, but it is getting quite late. Well, late for you all. It is,
6 o'clock.
A senior bedtime. And so you decide to make camp for the evening.
Or
do I have to ask? Or what?
Or we could keep going and Nelitha could drive longer because she only needs 4 hours of trance.
Because it's like you're cheating or something.
No. The real cheat code is having 2 elves in the party so that they can take watch.
Yep.
Yes.
While everyone else sleeps.
Yeah.
That's the cheat code.
Absolutely. Yeah. So do the rest of you feel like sleeping in the back of the wagon while Nelitha drives for an extra 4 hours?
As long as I'm able to get armor off so I'm not risking exhaustion, I'm fine with that.
Undo the fucking armor that we just did.
It's not uncommon.
So you do get an extra 4 hours of travel, but Nelitha, you do need to rest. Are you guys going to just sleep in the wagon, or are you going to use one of your other fun toys?
Is it an open wagon or a covered wagon?
That's a good question. Nelitha, what is it?
She had a bunch of secrets when she came into town. Are you fucking kidding me?
What do you mean had?
It's not in the wagon anymore. You don't know where they are.
In your house or about your person.
That's a problem.
Nobody needs to know.
Cool your jets, Ham.
So you're just going to crash in the wagon?
Sure.
Yep.
And if Isolde can take the next watch if Nelitha wants to wake her up.
Okay. I'm actually not going to make you roll because this night goes smoothly.
Lovely.
And that is actually
That's
where
why
we're going
it
to end.
because we're ending for the next month and a half.
Because of clocks.
We are. So you had a good night's sleep after saving a troll and discovering something weird. So that's where we are.
Love with a capital H.
Yeah,
Hello.
Fine. Hello.
Love.
Fine. Totally fine. Well, thank you all for joining us again. check out all of the other stuff that we have going on while we're off for the next month or so. You can absolutely catch up on old episodes. Keep an eye out on all the other stuff that our friends are doing. Greg has his Unraveling podcast, and Tiana has the Redacted Reports Thirsty
yes!
Lesbians.
Very, very well worth watching. I had a wonderful time, and I'm very pleased with how it went.
Proud of you.
Yay. And what else do we have?
Fiber Friends.
Fiber Friends!
Fiber Friends, yes! Don't forget our Fiber Friends. So we have, Tyga Hilliard is our current Fiber Friend. Make sure you check out her designs on Ravelry. And again, if you use the code Lanois10, you can get 10% off any one pattern. While we all take our long rest, enjoy catching up on everything, and we will see you back mid-July. And come hang out in our our Discord. Come join us on the Majestic Goose Discord, where we will link to the Crits&Knits Discord as well. So if you're a knitter and not a goose, come find us. It's cool.
And that will make sense if you come and hang out in the Discord, because
It will. All right. Well, that is everything. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
A Majestic Goose podcast.
Honk.